Dear student, welcome to all of you in my online maths video class. Today I am going to discuss about our new topic, that is chapter 6, factorization. Here we discuss about the factorization of the polynomial. According to our syllabus, in this topic we should discuss about the factor theorem, the second one a remainder theorem, and the third factorization of the polynomial completely after obtaining one factor by the factor theorem. But here in note given, fx not exceed degree 3 means polynomial should not be more than degree 3. What is fx? We will discuss in our coming discussion. Here, before starting the main topic, factorization, first of all we should do factorization for the polynomial. So what is polynomial? We should start our discussion from this topic. So first of all we should discuss about the polynomial. In class 7 and 8 I think you get some topic related to the polynomial. At that time it was explained that polynomial can be explained on the basis of term, and the second one on the basis of degree. On the basis of term, first one is monomial. Monomial means which have only one term. Just like if I write x here, this is the monomial. If I write x r1, then it is a monomial. Binomial means 2x plus 3y. Binomial, why? Because it has two terms. Similarly, trinomial, and after that polynomial. But here on the basis of degree, if highest degree is 1, then it will be linear polynomial. And standard form of the linear polynomial is ax plus b. That is example just like 2x plus 3. Why it is linear? Because its maximum power is 1. Similarly, if the highest degree is equal to 2, then it will be quadratic polynomial. A standard form of the quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c a real number and a is not equal to 0. Similarly, if degree of polynomial is equal to 3, then it will be cubic polynomial. Just like here, standard form ax cube bx square plus cx plus d. Now all the linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial are invariable x, and x. Therefore, this is called polynomial. P for polynomial invariable x is equal to like this way. Here P for polynomial invariable x is equal to like this way. Similarly here P for polynomial invariable x is equal to this much. Sometime P for polynomial invariable x, sometime at the place of P we can write fx also, we can write gx also, and hx also. Px also we can write. Then to mention any particular polynomial, we just define it: px, fx, gx, hx, qx also, qx also, here qx. Okay. Here linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial. Do you know the difference between the polynomial and algebraic expression? Do you know? Algebraic expression means, this is also algebraic expression, x plus 1 by x plus 5. This is also algebraic expression, but this is not the polynomial. Not a polynomial. Polynomial. Why? Because this can be written as x plus x raised to the power minus 1 plus 5. For polynomial, the degree of the any term of polynomial should not be negative. But here, in the second term, the degree of the polynomial is negative, that is minus 1. Therefore, it is only algebraic expression but not polynomial. Therefore, for polynomial, the degree of the polynomial should be always positive. The degree, just like here, the degree of x is 1, the degree of x is 2, the degree of x is 3. No one variable here, in this case, or this case, whose degree is negative. Okay, therefore, for polynomial, it is important that the degree of the polynomial should be always positive. So, this is the classification of the polynomial on the basis of term and on the basis of degree. Here, our syllabus is related to this part. Okay. Here, we just classify polynomial, monomial, binomial, trinomial, like that. Now, can we write the standard form of the polynomial? Do you think? We have the standard form of the monomial, standard form of the linear polynomial, standard form of the quadratic polynomial, standard form of the cubic polynomial. But what is the standard form of the polynomial? The standard form of the polynomial is represented by here, means polynomial in variable x, like this way: a0 x to the power n plus a1 x to the power n minus 1 plus a2 x to the power n minus 2 plus here an. Okay, here this is a polynomial in variable x. P for polynomial in variable x, like this way. If n is equal to 1, if n is equal to 1, then it will be in this form. A0x plus a1 x to the power 1 minus 1, and 1 minus 1 means x to the power 0. X to the power 0 means 1. So here it will be only in this form, where a0 and a1 is coefficient. It will be linear polynomial. Now, if n is equal to 2, then the polynomial will be in this form: a0 x square plus a1 x to the power 2 minus 1, that is 1, and plus a2 x to the power 2 minus 2. It will be in this form. So here the maximum power is 2, therefore it is quadratic polynomial. Okay. Similarly, if if n is equal to 3, then it will be cubic polynomial. Px will be a0 x to the power 3 plus a1 x square plus a2x plus a3 x to the power 3 minus 3, that is x to the power 0, and that is 1. Here 1, no need to write 1 because multiplication of 1 will always give the same value. So here it means simply we can write the standard form of the polynomial like this way: Px is equal to a0 x to the power n, a1 x to the power n minus 1, a2 x to the power n minus 2 up to a, where a0, a1, a2 up to an belongs to real number. Okay, but an but a0 should not be equal to 0, and this polynomial is of degree n. This is the polynomial of degree n, because the maximum power of the polynomial is what? The maximum power of the polynomial is n. Okay, here we can say px is equal to this p a0 x to the power n, a1 x to the power n minus 1, a2 x to the power n minus 2 up to an is a polynomial of degree n. Why? Because the maximum power is n, where a0, a1, a2 is the real number, but value of a0 should not be equal to 0. Why? Because if a is equal to 0, means a0 is equal to 0, then this total value will be equal to 0, and in that case degree of the polynomial will be n minus 1, not n. Therefore, to make a polynomial of degree n, it's means coefficient that a0 should not be equal to 0. Here the coefficient of x to the power n is a0, coefficient of x to the power n minus 1 is a1, coefficient of x to the power n minus 2 is a2, and this is the constant term. This is the constant term. Okay. So here now a0 is called the coefficient, and a0 x to the power n is called the leading term. Leading term. Okay. And here a0 is called leading coefficient. Leading coefficient. So here leading term and leading coefficient. Due to the first position, so P for polynomial, here x means polynomial invariable x. If I write here Py, then the polynomial will be like this way: a0 y raised to the power n plus a1 y to the power n minus 1 plus a2 y to the power n minus 2 up to a. Similarly, if the polynomial is in variable z, then it will be a0 z raised to the power n plus a1 z raised to the power n minus 1 plus here a, like that. Means if the here x represent the polynomial in variable x, y represent the polynomial in variable y, and z represent the polynomial in variable z. Now let us see some terms whatever related to the polynomial. So here I just told what is n? N is the degree of the polynomial. Degree of the polynomial, we should take only that degree which represents the highest. Means if n is 5, then the 5 will be degree of the polynomial. If we have this term whose degree is highest, then that highest value is the degree of the given polynomial. Now constant term is an is also discussed, and now what is zero polynomial and constant polynomial? Zero polynomial. What is zero polynomial? Now we will discuss about zero polynomial and constant polynomial. Zero polynomial. Here we just write px is equal to like this, all things here. If a0, a1, a2, a3 up to an all are 0, then here its value will be equal to 0, and this is called zero polynomial. Okay, it means if you only write 0, then this is also polynomial, and it is called zero polynomial. Then what is the constant polynomial? Polynomial. P for polynomial is equal to constant value. Okay, and this is called the constant polynomial. The degree of constant polynomial, the degree of the constant polynomial is equal to 0. Okay, because if I write here px is equal to 5, okay, then 5 can be written as here x raised to the power 0, and you know that here px is equal to 5 can be written as 5 into 1, and 1 can be written as x raised to the power 0. Therefore the degree of the polynomial is what? 0. But what is the degree of the 0 polynomial? Degree of 0 polynomial, degree of 0 polynomial is not defined. Is not defined. Why? Because if we write here px is equal to 0, then it is true for 0 into x raised to the power 1. It is also true for value will be 0. 0 is for, if I write here x raised to the power 5, 0 into x raised to the power 7, then also 0. 0 into x raised to the power 100, then also 0. Here 0 into x to the power n, then also 0. Therefore here what is the degree of this? It is not fixed. Therefore we just use degree of 0 polynomial is not defined. Okay, so this is the total about the introduction of polynomial, leading term, 0 polynomial, constant polynomial, and other terms are related to the polynomial. Now, example of the polynomial. Example. Here, if you write 2x plus 3, okay. So here degree is what? Let we can write here fx is equal to 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3. So here degree of fx is what? 1. Why? Because we have one term whose variable x has a maximum power 1. Therefore degree of the fx is 1, and you know that if the maximum power is 1, then it represents linear polynomial. Similarly, if fx, or we can write px, is equal to x square plus 4x plus 2, then here we have 3 terms, but the first term has highest degree, that is 2. Therefore degree of this polynomial is equal to 2, and the degree is 2, therefore it is quadratic polynomial. Okay, this is the quadratic polynomial. Now I would like to tell you about the polynomial equation. What is polynomial equation? Polynomial equation. We know the standard form of the polynomial is what? a0 x to the power n plus a1 x to the power n minus 1 plus a2 x to the power n minus 2 plus up to a, where a0, a1, a2 up to an is the real number. Okay, a real number, and this is the polynomial of degree n, where a0 is not equal to 0. And I told you what is the reason behind a0 is not equal to 0. Because if value of a0 means the coefficient of x to the power n will be 0, in that case the degree will be n minus 1, not n. Therefore, if we want that the degree of the polynomial is n, in that case this value should not be equal to 0. Get it? Now, if, and this is the polynomial of degree n. Now if value of the polynomial is equal to 0, value of the polynomial is equal to 0, so this implies that a0 x to the power n plus a1 x to the power n minus 1 plus a2 x to the power n minus 2 plus an will be equal to 0. Okay, this value will be equal to 0, and during the discussion of quadratic equation I explained why are linear inequation also. Why? What is equation? What is inequation? If there will be equal to condition, then it will be equation. Equal to condition, 0 or something, then it will be equation. Here this represents the polynomial in variable x. Okay, this is the difference between polynomial and constant value. Polynomial and equation. Equation have equal to something, means constant value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. But here this is not equal to something, this represents a polynomial in variable x. But if the polynomial in variable x is 0, in that case it will be polynomial equation. Just like here x plus 7, if fx is equal to x plus 7, this represents polynomial. But if fx is equal to 0, then x plus 7 is equal to 0. This is called linear polynomial equation. Similarly, if you write here x square plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0, this is called quadratic polynomial equation. So linear polynomial equation, quadratic polynomial equation and a cubic polynomial equation are similarly polynomial equation is represented like this way. This is the polynomial equation. Okay, where a0, a1, a2, an is the constant term, and here x is the variable. Now we just discussed about the equality of two polynomials. Now let us see about the equality of two polynomials. Equality of two polynomials. Look here, if I write here fx is equal to 2x plus 3, okay, and gx is also equal to 2x plus 3. This implies that fx is equal to gx. There is a similarity in this polynomial and this polynomial. Here we see that the coefficient of x is 2 here also, and the coefficient of x is 2 here also. The constant term is 3, constant term is 3. If this type of situation we get in other case also, then we also say that that will be also equality of 2 mark, means that two polynomial will be equal. Here fx and gx will be equal, means the two polynomial will be equal if the degree of the first polynomial is equal to the degree of the second polynomial. Okay, and the value of this should be equal to this. Here symbolic means in a broad concept we can write. Here we have fx a polynomial like this way, a0 x to the power n plus a1 x to the power n minus 1 plus a2 x to the power n minus 2 up to an. Okay, and here we have another polynomial gx is equal to a0 x to the power m plus a2 plus a1 x to the power m minus 1 plus a2 x to the power m minus 2 am. Okay, so if fx is equal to gx, now if fx is equal to gx, then value of m should be equal to n, and yes, value of m should be equal to n and ai should be equal to a0, like this. It means what? Means value of a0 here and value of a0 here. You can change it like that. 1 minute. We can change it also. Here we can write b0, we can write b1, here b2 and here b1. It means we just change b, ai is equal to b1. Just like a0 should be equal to b0, where I is equal to 0, 1, 2 up to 10. Like that. Means if the two polynomials are equal, or we can say that the given two polynomials are equal if value of n is equal to n, means degree of the polynomial fx is equal to the degree of the polynomial gx, first case, and the coefficient of x to the power n should be equal to the coefficient of x to the power m, that is a0 should be equal to b0. Similarly here a1 should be equal to b1. Similarly here a2 should be equal to b2, and constant term of this polynomial, that is an, should be equal to constant term of this polynomial, that is bn. So symbolically we can write here ai is equal to b. Okay, it means two polynomial will be equal if m means degree of both polynomial are equal and the corresponding coefficient are also equal. Okay, so this is the equality of two polynomial. Equality of two polynomial. This is about the equality of two polynomials. Now I am going to discuss about a very famous rule. Whatever we discuss in class 6, 7 and 8. You just remember here, if 16 is divided by 4, then 4 4s are 16 and let this is 18. Okay, so 4 4s are 16 and here it will be 2. Now what is 18? What is 18? 18 is dividend. Okay, now what is this 4? This 4 is quotient. Q for quotient. And here is what? What is this 4? Divisor. And what is this? R for remainder. Okay. Therefore, how we verify this? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Here dividend is equal to 18. Divisor is what? That is 4. Quotient is what? That is also 4. This is also 4. And plus remainder is what? That is 2. So 4 4 is 16 plus 2, 18. Means left hand side is equal to right hand side. In the case of arithmetic, we find this type of relation. Okay. Similarly, this type of relation we also get in algebra also, and that is known as division algorithm for polynomial. So now let us discuss about division algorithm division algorithm for polynomial. Here, if fx is divided by gx, dividend, divisor, fx is dividend. What is this? This is dividend. This is dividend. What is this? This is divisor. And here fx is a dividend, gx is a divisor, and here qx, q for quotient, and we get the polynomial rx as remainder. Okay, this polynomial fx is divided by another polynomial gx. In quotient we find another polynomial, that is qx, and in remainder we also find another polynomial, that is rx. Then the relation between this is like this way: fx is equal to gx into qx plus rx plus rx. This is called division algorithm for polynomial. fx is equal to gx, qx and rx. Okay. So here fx is what? Divisor. Gx dividend. Fx is dividend. Gx is divisor and qx is quotient and rx is remainder. Here smaller. Rx is remainder. Then this relation is called dividend division algorithm for polynomial. Division algorithm for polynomial. Now, let here if 4 is divided by 2, then 2 2 are 4 and remainder is 0. In that case, we can say that this quotient and this divisor is the factor of 4. Okay, means divisor and quotient will be factor of 4 when the remainder will be 0. Another example, let here this is 12 and here 2, 3. So 3 4s are 12 minus its value will be 0. It means 3 is factor of 12. 4 is also factor of 12. Why? Because remainder is equal to 0. It means if remainder is equal to 0, then divisor and quotient, the product of divisor and quotient will be equal to dividend. Means here dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. Okay. Similarly, we also use this formula here. If Rx is equal to 0, okay, one thing more, come here. Here we can say that 3 is the perfect divisor of 12. Means 12 is exactly divided by 3. Then we can say that 3 is the divisor of 12 because 12 is exactly divided by 3. Exactly divided means remainder will be 0. In that case, we can say 3 and 4 both are factor of 12. Similarly, here also, if remainder is equal to 0, then we can write here what is fx? Dividend is equal to divisor gx and qx. Okay, if we have a polynomial which is equal to the product of two polynomials, get it? But listen, the degree of this polynomial and the degree of this polynomial will be always less than the degree of this polynomial. It means the degree of the polynomial divisor, the degree of divisor which is in the form of polynomial, the degree of quotient which is in the form of also polynomial is always less than the degree of dividend. Okay, so here this represent that qx and gx are the factor of fx. Let us see one example. We know that here let fx is equal to x plus 3 and x minus 2. Here we can write x minus 2 plus 3 x minus 2. It will be x square minus 2x plus 3x minus 6. And we can write here x square plus x minus 6. It means at the place of this, we can write x square plus x minus 6 f of x. So now if fx is equal to, let this is the gx and this is the qx, then we can say that here fx is equal to the product of two more polynomial gx and qx. Here we see that the degree of the polynomial fx is 2, but the degree of gx is 1 and qx is also 1. Here it is verified that the degree of this polynomial is always more than the degree of this polynomial and this polynomial using this example. Now if we divide here x square plus x minus 6 by anyone, here x plus 3, then we get the quotient x minus 2 and finally we get the remainder 0. I will tell you the process of division later, because without knowing the process of division we cannot solve the question related to the factorization. How to divide one polynomial by the other polynomial, it is I think given in class 8, but here again I will repeat it, how to divide one polynomial by the another polynomial. Here we see just like this example, the remainder is what? Remainder is equal to 0. Therefore this value is equal to multiplication of this value and this value. Okay. Here the degree of remainder is also always less than the degree of divisor. The degree of remainder is also always less than this. Okay. Now one more thing I want to tell you. Again with the help of arithmetic. Here let us 25. And here we have 3. So 3 8s are 24. If you subtract, it will be 1. Always the value of remainder is less than the value of divisor. The value of remainder is always less than the value of divisor. Similarly, in each and every case, the degree of remainder means degree of remainder some problem. It means here we just see the value of remainder is less than the value of divisor. Similarly, here also the degree of Rx is always less than degree of Gx. Means the degree of remainder will be always less than the degree of divisor. You just remember all the concept whatever related for the factorization. I think I explained many things, whatever important for this topic factorization. In my next video class, I will discuss how to divide one polynomial by another polynomial and some more theorem, that is factor of a polynomial. What is the factor of polynomial? Root of a polynomial equation, remainder theorem, which is very important. Okay, thank you.